Hey, hello everybody. Welcome back to Big Bang Crypto. My name is Sam and I'm so happy that I can make videos again. I know the last time I made a video I told you guys this is the comeback and I will bring you more videos, but unfortunately I had to go back to the hospital. Yeah, it's been a really tough year. Me and my family, we've been going through so much, and the year is almost over, and I really hope that the bad part is also over and that the new year will be a good one for every one of us. And yeah, I missed a lot of things that happened in this year. Um, we have a new all-time high with Bitcoin, and I told you guys that this will happen as soon as we cross this yellow fib circle. This is, in my opinion, the only fib circle for the big picture that matters. Um, as you can see, I already talked about it, but just to give you an example of what I said in my previous videos. So if you didn't watch those videos where I talk about Bitcoin, I think the video is called the most important Bitcoin video out there, then you should definitely watch it. But what you can see is that we have this big fib circle constellation, and every time Bitcoin crosses above a fib circle, we see a heavy move, right? We cross it, heavy move, cross it, heavy move. Even if we cross it to the downside, we have a big move down to the next fib circle. And this is the important part. We always move to the next fib circle, depending on which direction we move above or below this um, fib circle constellation. And as you can see, it has always been the same, and this is why we have our top at approximately $19,000 in 2017. And then we had a lot of times where Bitcoin tried to get above this fib circle and failed, as you can see, but as soon as it was able to get above it, this is what comes out of it. And I told everybody who's watching these videos that this is what's going on. And now here comes the crazy part. The next fib circle, guys, I told you this, is somewhere around $900,000. So if Bitcoin repeats what it has done over the last 10 years, it's going to move to this fib circle. And yeah, this is the target. Now, is this possible? Yeah, mathematically, definitely it is possible. Of course, at some point there are targets which are huge. I mean, $100,000 is huge, $500,000 is huge, and after $500,000, we're going to the million. That's for sure, and this is the target right here. Now, with these lines, I've been trying to show you guys some trading analysis. I'm not going to explain every line that you're seeing, so you have to watch the previous video, but there is a new line that I want to show you. So as you can see, when we crossed this yellow fib circle in April 2017, we had a huge run. This is almost parabolic. And if you connect the point of the breakout here with the point of the top out, if we do the same right here, so this is where we have our breakout. I'm trying to make this really parallel so that we might see the same move. And what this tells us is that something that happened here is also possible here and brings us exactly to this target, right? Now, will Bitcoin just shoot up? No, I don't think so. I think Bitcoin will follow this line. Maybe we have to bring this line somewhere here or so. It doesn't matter, but it will move around this line and it will be huge, right? Now, what about a correction? Because in my last video, I told you guys that there will be a mega correction. It didn't happen. But I also told you that we have to move above $11,000 to stop that correction scenario and really try to get above this all-time high. And this is what happened. We moved above $11,000. This was the key level, and then we really had a big move in a very short period of time. Now, as you can see here, guys, corrections on the way up will definitely come. They will be brutal. They will shake off the weak hands. A lot of traders, I think everybody who hodls has the biggest chance to be one of those who will be there when we reach the $1 million. So I think this is definitely going to happen, and I don't see us move much longer in this parabolic um, um, picture. I think the correction will come very soon. Now, I can't say today or tomorrow, but a correction will definitely come. Um, there will be events like Chinese New Year, and so people will say, oh, we have the correction because of Chinese New Year, and they're taking off the money because they want to go to the holidays and so on. So we have Corona crisis, and I think this crisis will even get bigger than it is right now. I think the most worst part will come. So there will be reasons in the media for these corrections. Also, what is important to know is that all big markets, so I'm talking about Dow Jones, S&P 500, they're all really at their highest resistance levels. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a correction in the near future. So this is the important part here. And now I want to show you this chart to give you a better idea of what is about to happen. I already showed you this chart in my previous video, and I didn't change the position of these lines. You can check that with the last video. All of these lines, I know it is looking it is confusing, but and complex, but I know what these lines mean, and I'm trying to navigate you through this. What is important to see is that Bitcoin is fighting with this green line. Now this green line really makes sense because there are a lot of important points where we touched this green line, right? I think most people are not watching this line, but it has a very big um, meaning in the current price action. So, right, as you can see, we have a lot of important price action around this line, and this is the reason why we're currently not really moving up. So what you have to know here is, guys, that approximately $23,200 is the level that will tell us if Bitcoin goes down or up. If you see Bitcoin is not able to stay above this level, then we will definitely go down. So currently the Bitcoin price is at $23,600. This is good for Bitcoin. This means we're above this point. And so I think the longer we are above this point, the higher the probability for moving to this green line. And as you can see, this green line is also important. I mean, look at this, guys, right? Look at this. Connecting these points with this green line, and then we come up to this point here, and I think you all know $30,000 is the next big resistance level, and this line gives us this target perfectly. Now, why are these lines important? Because just to give you an example, in 2015 we had very similar lines that were very important, and in that time we also had this green line, as you can see, connecting these points here, really important points. And what happened is Bitcoin failed at this line when it made a new all-time high. So the all-time high at that time in 2013 was around $1,200, and the first time it tried to get above it, we had a really sharp correction, and then it came up, tried to get above it again, and it was able to make a new high, but it didn't take too long to see that big correction, and this was also a brutal correction down. So I think this is the scenario that we're in right now. We made that new all-time high, and I think this correction is about to happen to shake off the weak hands and to really bring panic to the people, so they don't know what's going on. They don't know, should I buy Bitcoin, and why they are guessing and thinking the big players buy and buy and buy and buy, and they buy your Bitcoin. This is how they plan this to do, because as you can see in the media, there are so many players buying thousands of Bitcoins, right? And these players can manipulate the price. They can, and they will shake off the weak hands. And so this is what I see coming. We're at this green line here at that time, failing to get above it. As you can see, this green line, I'm trying to zoom in so that you see the importance of this green line. So connecting this top and this top brings us to these regions where Bitcoin was not able to get above it. Also, what you can see is that we have this orange line right here, which was acting as support at that time. And on the way up, we have to connect these points because they are support at that time. All right. So on the way up, we're really getting above the high of the first wave here in 2015. This is important. After the bear market, we're having our first wave out of that bear market, and then coming with the second wave, and then we have that correction, and so we're really taking off here, and then we have this support line right here. If we compare this to what is going on currently, what you can see, we had our bear market here, and then we have our first wave, very similar to 2015, although this wave is much bigger than the one in 2015. But yeah, we're coming up, we're really starting to take off, we have a huge correction, but now this could be our support level. As you can see, let me take away this one. So as you can see, connecting this point and this point could give us the actual support line, and if we fail to get above this level here, then I see us coming down to levels like $16,000. And I think this makes sense to go to a level that is close to the last all-time high, right? So if we go back in time, as you can see, when we had that big correction here after making a new all-time high, so this is the new all-time high at that time, and as you can see, we're dropping below the last all-time high. We're dropping below it, coming to this support line right here. So this could be a scenario that will repeat in the next days, and I think that we are very close to this scenario. Right, so we're coming down to this level. I think this is what's going to happen, and retest $15,000. I think this level makes a lot of sense. Maybe even more down here at these levels of 14,000. So maybe a wick down and then starting to move up. So this is what I see, guys, for the coming days. Now, how likely is that? Well, on the RSI, guys, as you can see on the daily RSI, we're getting bearish divergence, right? And these bearish divergences are really strong with Bitcoin's price action, and I think this could be a very important indication for what is about to happen. So I wouldn't be surprised to really see a brutal drop down. Now, there are people who are saying we're going to go down below $10,000 again. Is that possible? If we go to this chart, so what I could imagine here is to see a retest of this fib circle. How likely is that? Well, as you can see at that time in 2016, May 2016, after the bear market, we moved above it, really strong here as well, but then really came down exactly to this fib circle, guys. As you can see, we came down with a wick down. This is one week. We came down, touched it, and then continued the movement. So something like this is definitely possible to retest this level. How likely is it? Well, it's not that unlikely, because the situation in the world is really dramatic. So we have the lockdowns, we have people getting poor, and people who need their money to buy food and to pay their bills and so on. And I think everybody who is in crypto and has these kind of problems will take out the money, yeah, because they have no other chance. And then we have events like the Chinese New Year and so on. We have Corona and so on. So I could imagine a very heavy drop down and see a retest of $7,000. And this is a possible scenario. I'm not saying this is the most likely scenario, but it is possible, and I'm very sure that we will retest these levels at least, right? I'm sure of that. I think this is very likely, guys. So be aware of that. Be careful. Be careful. Just want to take a quick look if there's anything else that I can that I can tell you. No, I think this is enough now. Guys, if you want to have access to these charts and so much more charts that are really powerful, so for example, just to show you, I have different charts here, live charts where I have my channels, and just to give you an idea of um, of the channels that are so important for trading. Of course, I have to update them, but I think you will see why they are important. As you can see, guys, this is a huge chart right now. Um, this is a huge chart, but it is, oh, something's wrong with my computer, I'm sorry. As you can see, there are a lot of all important resistance and support levels, guys, and as you can see, we're failing or trying to find support on this channel line right here. Now, where are these channels coming from, guys? They're coming from the past. They're coming from 2010 and so on. So these are the only levels that are important for Bitcoin, the only levels, and I have them here. It's been a lot of work to create these charts, many hours, but I think that you can see how important they are, and currently we're at this level, and if we can stay here, the next level is on this chart somewhere around $27,000, so coming close to the $30,000. Yeah, so this is important, and also want to show you my um, the prop channel chart, so the channels with the highest probability to get test, um, because these are the channels that were really important for Bitcoin, right? And as you can see, guys, we found support on this one, and where are we? On the bloodlines of Bitcoin, right? These are the most important ones, and this is exactly here. Here it is, guys. The middle channel, which will play a crucial role during the coming months. And this is what's going on, guys. And here we are. I made these charts way back, when we were somewhere around here. I made these charts way back, and you can ask the people in Discord. They're really using it. I hope so, and getting the levels that are important. And here we are. And I think the most important thing at the moment is that we can get back into this red channel constellation. If we can get back into it, then we will go up to these levels. $50,000 makes a lot of sense. And if we can get above $50,000, guys, right? If we can get above it, then guys, we're going to our next huge all-time high, and this will be up at these levels here. This is going to be huge, because as you can see, every time Bitcoin was able to get above this red wall, or let's say walls, it made a huge run, right? It made a huge run. It went up to the all-time high. This is what's going to happen, guys, when we're able to get back above these levels, above $50,000. And that makes a lot of sense, because when we're above $50,000, people will get crazy, guys. And we're not seeing that FOMO right now. We're not seeing that right now. But believe me, when FOMO comes, you will know this is FOMO, when even the dogs out there want to have a Bitcoin. All right, guys, this is the first part of this video where I wanted to show you my current analysis, but I also want to show you something else, guys, which is really amazing. And before I get into it, just want to let you guys know that actually I made another video together with Zach, where we talk about Bitcoin and also talk about bot trading. This is a big part of this video, but unfortunately, yeah, something went wrong, and now it's kind of a podcast, but you can still hear it. It's amazing stuff there, so I really recommend hearing this podcast. But I want to give you an idea of what we were talking about. We will bring another video where we will go deep into it, but just to show you what we're talking about, guys, this right here, as you can see, this right here, guys, these are my results of the trading bot. All right. Zach is the founder of Genesis Algo. He will talk and tell you more about this in another video, but just to show you what is about to come, he and his developers they created a trading bot, which is unbelievable. I've been working with House Online, for example. We talk in that podcast about House Online. I worked with that bot, and I have to say, this is something completely different. Completely different. What this bot is able to do is unbelievable. Um, just to be clear here, guys, it doesn't mean that this bot is something like you press a button and then it will just do or make money for you. It's not that simple. You still have to make your analysis. But um, if if you can make an analysis, and we will help you with that, right? We have a group of people who are really good in that, who are really experienced traders, who are experienced with using a bot. I mean, Zach is the person who made a very important algorithmic um, solution for Haas Online. So he worked with Haas Online, and now he is making his own bot with the developers, guys who are amazing in what they're doing, guys. And this is the result. And I'm working with this bot now, I think maybe 4 or 5 days. And I have to say, this is amazing. Look at this here, guys, what this bot is able to do. So many trades, completed trades, and human could never do something like this, but your bot can do. You can see here that there are a lot of wins here. So I was really so I'm really happy with the results of my bot. But still I have a lot of ideas. So there was a really good part, and then there was a part that was not that good. So I'm working on that, but I think I've solved it, solved this problem, and now I have another table. That's how we call it. Now I have another table which is currently running, and I think this one will be really good. And just to show you how a table looks like, so what you can see, you have different um, options here where you can really create or bring your ideas to the bot, and and um, sorry, here it is, and then create your own agents and minions and so on. So this is really amazing. Every agent has another task and setup to trade the market. This is not the best table here, right? This is one of my first tables where I just tried to bring some ideas in, and they were not that good, I have to say, but with the help of the group, I was able to make a really good table. And this is from yesterday. Um, my bot did an amazing job. As you can see, the tops and the lows, it traded them all. So this was really amazing. And I can tell you that I made nearly something around 20% in 12 hours. So and by the way, I really used small amounts. So I'm talking about a contract size of um, 15, and the biggest one I think was 100 contracts. So really small, but still I made 20% gains. And yeah, at the end I was not, there was some things that I saw in my table that I didn't really like, and so I changed it, and now the new table is running, and I will show you the results I think tomorrow or in 2 days, so that you can see what came, what the end, what were the results. Yeah, so what I want to say here, guys, is just that we will bring new stuff together with Zach, and talking about the bot, talking about technical analysis, what's going on in the market. I have a lot of things that I want to show you guys. I think my analysis is really getting complete. It's not perfect, but I think that all the Bitcoin analysis that I've made in the last months brought some really huge answers to understand how Bitcoin moves and what you have to watch. And this is, of course, very helpful for the trading bot, because this way I can set up the best table, or one of the best tables, to really make profit. And like I said, guys, I'm not able to do something like this. These are, I mean, just to see this agent right here, this is buyer 4.1. This is a minion of buyer 4. So this means if buyer 4 is active, then buyer 4.1 and 4.2 and 4.3 are also allowed to be active. And as you can see, for example, buyer 4.1 made 32 completed trades. This is huge, guys. I'm not able to do something like this. And this one, and this one, and this one. So this is really, really big, guys. So if you want to know more about it, please join our Discord. You find the link in the description, and then you can really try to learn how to use the bot, and of course stay in contact with us to yeah, have the best ideas and brains around you to really understand this very fast. Yeah, guys, I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you're not mad at me because it took me a while to bring a new video, but like I said, the situation was very complicated, and I hope it's over now. I will really try to bring more stuff to you, and yeah, I hope together we can have an amazing 21 new year. So this is my wish, and yeah, I wish you all nice time, nice holidays with your family, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you very much for your time, and yeah, see you soon, guys. Bye.